Oh, what's that deal, homies? Ooh-wee, do I got a story to tell y'all? I gotta tell you about the vacation I took last week. So here we go. Question. Have y'all ever been on vacation where it starts out real good, but in the end, it takes a left turn? Cause I mean, for real, whenever you go out of town and get put in a crazy ass position, you automatically say to yourself,
see, now that's some bullshit.
Especially when you hear about what I went through. Stay tuned. What's that deal, homies? I'm your boy AdrianAkaAD, cut straight for the west side. What up, dog? And real talk, after everything that's happened to me this past weekend on vacation, I'm just happy I made it home safe. Get all the talking, let's just get down to it. And just so you know, I'm doing this video a little different today. This is just gonna be a straight talk video. So let's get to it. So as a good friend that I am, I took a trip down to South Carolina, to help a friend move. So the first day, the beginning was pretty smooth. We packed up the truck, we ended up dropping the car back off in my crib, and we went to bed early because we had to get up in the morning to hit the road. So the next morning, we did just that. We woke up at 3 a.m., we got in the rides, he got in the big ass U-Haul, and I started driving his car. So just when we in the car and we 45 minutes on the road, he ended up calling me saying, "We gotta turn around. I forgot something back at the crib." And when he told me that, I automatically said to myself, "What?" So we did just that. We turned around, got his stuff, and ended up back on the road. And after that, we ended up stopping in Ohio to pick up some more people that he knew to help us move. Just to make the move go faster. Then after we ended up linking up with them, we ended up back on the road again. So 6 hours on the road, driving through Tennessee, Kentucky, and all them other states, we finally ended up at our destination, South Carolina. As soon as we got there, we immediately got to work. And on the real, I was impressed with ourselves. We ended up unloading that whole truck in under 2 hours. And if you would have seen how big this damn U-Haul was, you'd be impressed too. I mean, for real, had us feeling like we won game 5. I had to shower and get to bed because I had to be up early in the morning because I fly back home that day. So we did just that. We woke up at 2:30 in the morning the next day because we had to take a road trip all the way from South Carolina to Atlanta because that's where my plane fly out at. So just to put you in a complete timetable, the plane is scheduled to leave at 9:20 and we arrived at the airport around 7:15, 7:30ish. After that, we got out, we said our goodbyes, and I headed on in the airport to catch my plane. I ended up walking to the ticket counter because the ticket was already paid for me. But they told me I had to download the app in order to access the ticket. So I did just that. I downloaded the app, got my ticket, and headed down to TSA. And I waited in that goddamn line for over 45 minutes. And me not traveling out of Atlanta before, I didn't know it was gonna be a long ass process just to get to the terminal. Because after I got checked in with TSA, I then had to take a train ride to the damn terminal, which took another 30 to 45 minutes just to get there. And then I finally arrived to the terminal. And then, this is when the BS starts. I get there either at 9 or a little bit before 9 just for them to tell me, "I'm sorry, sir, but the flight is overbooked. You'll have to go back down to the ticket counter." I didn't get mad, I didn't shout, I didn't scream, or nothing like that. Because I knew something could be worked out, but it didn't. Went all the way back down to the damn ticket booth just for them to tell me that the next flight for Detroit don't leave till tomorrow morning. No accommodations, no nothing. So at this point, I'm automatically like, huh? What the hell am I supposed to do? Because at this point, I'm stranded. So at this point, I'm on the phone with my bro, telling him what happened. So after a short period of time, I just told him, look, I'm just gonna have to take the bus ride home. So I did just that. I called an Uber all the way to the bus station because the bus station wasn't that far away from the airport. I never took a bus cross country before, not even knowing it was a pretty damn awful experience. Here's why. Because bus stations allow all type of crazy ass people up in there, especially at the Atlanta Greyhound station. I'm talking about all type of crazy ass people. Like, yeah. So then I got to the bus station about 10:45 because my bus don't leave till 11 o'clock. And like I said before, it was one of the worst damn experiences I ever had traveling. Wasn't 10 minutes into the bus ride, all of a sudden somebody in the back starts screaming, "Allahu Akbar!" So right then, the bus driver pulled out in the middle of the damn road onto the side, stopping the bus, going back there, talking to the person, asking him, "What is wrong with you, man?" And right then, me and the quiet Asian dude that was sitting in the row right across from me made eye contact and started thinking the same thing. Run off the damn bus. And I hate to say it because whenever you hear somebody randomly screams that out multiple times on a moving object with a bus full of people, you just think of the worst. Sorry, I don't mean to offend, but that's how I was thinking at the time. So right then, I made it up in my mind that I'm just gonna rent me a car and drive all the way home. We stopped off in Savannah, Georgia. And right then, I called an Uber to the nearest rental car place, which happened to be by the airport. And what they gave me was a slow-ass Volkswagen Passat, one of the slowest cars in history. But at this point, I didn't give a damn. I'm just trying to get home. I got on the road at 3 p.m. For the first couple hours, it was cool. The The weather was nice, wasn't no interruption at all, and I was making good time until I got to Kentucky. And that's when shit got all bad. The sun started going down, and all of a sudden, the roads start turning into hills. I'm talking about steep ass hills. And on top of that, it started raining real hard, and it would not stop. It was so damn dark, you thought a tornado was coming. But it wasn't. All it was just dust and debris from the mountains because they were coal mining at night, which automatically looks crazy as hell to me because I'm not used to this. And it gets no better when I got to West Virginia. Around 1 a.m. when I started entering West Virginia, which I'd never ever been before in my life, especially if you're a color-complected man like myself, by yourself, driving in the middle of the night, unarmed. At this point, you start thinking of the worst. So in between time, you know, I get out, I make my stops, go to the bathroom, fill up on gas, you know, do anything I can to fight my sleep. And no matter how much of a struggle the drive may be, I kept telling myself,
just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming, swimming.
Just keep driving, because no matter what, I'm determined to make it home. So at this point in the ride, I passed Georgia, South and North Carolina, Kentucky and West Virginia. Now, I made it to Ohio. And at this point, I really started to fight my sleep. So I started telling myself, you know what? Let me pull over and take a nap. My motivational side kicked in, and I told myself, you can do this. And plus, I wanted to turn the car in the next day. So this whole time, I had my window rolled down, radio blasting, and chewed a lot of gum just to keep me woke. I passed Columbus, made it to Toledo, and not too long after I passed Toledo, I finally hit the Michigan border, which at this point, I was like, but I couldn't start celebrating yet because I wasn't home yet. And that's when I really started to fight my sleep. I mean, at this point, I'm literally dozing off at the damn wheel. Yeah, I know it was dangerous, but I was that determined just to make it home. So at this point, I started pep talking myself like I was a personal trainer or I was in the army. Finally, around 8 a.m. Sunday morning, I pulled up in front of my house, and I finally made it home and looked in the mirror at myself and said,
I see a badass mother who don't take no crap of nobody.
And hope to never do this shit again. Crazy ass story, I know. The moral of the story is, shit happens. And whenever you get put in that position, you start to realize that you're stronger than what you really think you are. A lesson to grow into your better self. Say I would've got on that plane or stayed on that bus. It could have been danger right there waiting on me. So no matter what situation you may be in, just put total trust and faith in the Most High and trust that He'll lead you to where you want to be. Flat out. That's all I gotta say on this story, homies. I just had to get that off my chest because this never happened to me before. And if you ever going through a situation that you have to struggle to get somewhere, do what you gotta do. So until next time, homies, I'm your boy AdrianAkaAD, cut straight from the West Side. Peace.